Good morning and welcome to the 10 a.m. daily weather brief. To start us off, we will take a look at our upper level wind profile from this morning's weather balloon launch, in which a freezing level of 9,400 feet was observed. And beginning at the bottom of our column here and moving up, we can see that the winds closer to the surface, around the 1,000-foot mark, are more northeasterly and light, with a quick transition to more northwesterly flow at 3,000 feet, with wind from that point up coming out of the west and maxing out around 25,000 feet at 42 knots. Looking at our current surface analysis chart here, the two low pressure systems mentioned yesterday that delivered a good dose of rain and thunderstorms over the past couple of days are now lingering in the northeast, creating wet weather for that region. And in the mid-Atlantic, high pressure continues to build in behind these systems and their associated fronts, which should lead to a much more pleasant bout of conditions, especially for our holiday weekend. Temperatures are projected to be just slightly lower than average over the next few days as some northern air slowly funnels into that region, and as a result of the high pressure to our west and lows to our north. Despite this, largely fair weather should dominate over the next few days, with the exception of some scattered afternoon showers that may develop, as some areas will receive a good bit of daytime heating due to overall cloud coverage being much lower than what we've been seeing. And as we approach Tuesday, our rain chances that were previously looking like Tuesday would be our day have now shifted to Wednesday due to a delay in that next low pressure system's track. The upcoming system currently looks to position us ahead of the warm front during its initial approach before the low passes and moves offshore just to our south. And if that forecast holds, Wednesday could turn into quite a wet day with persistent showers and even a slight chance of thunder, although overall instability indices do still appear to remain low. In the days that follow, another weaker cold front does look to make a glancing blow through our area on Friday morning, potentially serving as an initiation point for some active weather. But like our current pattern this afternoon, high pressure is then poised to build back in and hopefully harbor a few fair weather days to round out the week. Come next week. Moving on to our 24-hour risk chart for today, remaining largely unchanged from this morning with just minor changes to wind alignments throughout. We have a largely green board indicating partly cloudy skies throughout the day and into tomorrow morning. Winds are forecasted to remain modest, with gusts into the low 20s and staying just shy of any wind advisory criteria. And we do have a singular yellow annotation for precipitation this afternoon, highlighting chances of an afternoon shower. And moving on to our TAF, cloud coverage is expected to decrease while moving down to levels around 3,000 to 5,000 feet before rising in the midday hours and ultimately settling back down to lower 3,000 foot mark by tomorrow morning. And taking a look at the short-term weather board here, Saturday appears mostly sunny and breezy with a high of 71. Some models are suggesting that winds could be gusting to levels that could necessitate a wind advisory, hence the yellow mark on our board. And then Saturday night, mostly clear skies with a low of 52 with greens across the board, and Sunday partly to mostly cloudy and a high of 71. On Sunday, it is also worth noting that we could see the very slight chance of an afternoon shower. And moving on to our 7-day forecast here, Should see some partly cloudy conditions over the next few days through the weekend, with highs in the upper 60s to low 70s. But then cloud cover starts to build in, with that rain chance coming in on Wednesday and even overflowing into Thursday a little bit before cloudy conditions return. And that is going to do it for our 7-day outlook. I hope everyone has a fantastic holiday weekend, and I will see you all back next week at 8:15.